Hi, this is John from Prakticala, and I'm going to do a very quick review of this SOG Terminus XR folding knife. This one specifically comes in the CPM S35VN steel. It's going to be a quick review because the long story short version is that this knife doesn't quite work for me, and I'll give you the reasons. It might work for you, but just for me personally, there's a few things that kind of make it not quite the right fit. It is a really nice knife. I really like the the blade. It's a good size, almost 3 inches, really nice finish, really sharp, great steel. Like I said, it's the S35VN steel, so really high quality premium steel. It has this locking blade with the flipper and with the thumb stud, so I do like the blade. But the problem mainly is that the finish of like the handle and the flipper and the jimping and just the spine of the blade, they're all very harsh. They're really sharp edges. This right here is really almost feels like there's a burr on that corner or that joint where the carbon fiber meets the steel. This little flipper here, I get that there's this little ridging to help open it, but the whole thing is very harsh and very sharp, and it's very easily will snag on your clothes or in your pocket. Same thing over here. I feel like this edge here on the spine is overly sharp and harsh, so the whole thing just feels very it kind of digs into your hand, so just not really nice to hold. I think that's the main problem. Now maybe you have really rough hands, or maybe you like having kind of a more not quite as rounded and smooth grip. Maybe that means it's for you, but for me it's just a little uncomfortable to hold. But the operation, really nice. Easy to open with the thumb stud or with the flipper or with the thumb stud. I'm not really a big fan of thumb studs, but it does work. The locking mechanism works well. You can open and close with one hand, open with the thumb stud. The main draw is that you're getting this nice steel for the price. This is premium steel. This knife can be easily gotten for less than $100, so you are getting high quality material for the money. But I feel like there are other options in the price range that are maybe just a little bit nicer to use. Another thing is that this pocket clip, which is nice, but it's non-reversible, can't be switched for left-hand carry, can't be switched for tip-down carry, so you're kind of stuck with the pocket clip the way it is. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of configuration available for this knife. Not super nice or fun to carry, in my opinion. As I said, it's made in China. That may or may not matter to you, but it is made in China, so that's one of the reasons you might be getting this better steel for the money. So like I said, it may work for you, it might be what you're looking for, but just for me personally, yeah, I don't think it works for me for those reasons. But yeah, it's a shame because it is a really nice knife. Particularly the blade, I do like it a lot. So yeah, that's my review of the SOG Terminus XR. Hopefully that makes sense to you, and yeah, thank you.